Homeowners here in earthquake country may have damage that we never suspected right beneath our property. As Stan Chambers reports, a checkup now can prevent some big problems in the future.
These are pictures taken by a miniature video camera that's been inserted into a clogged home sewer line. The camera helps homeowners discover serious problems they never knew they had.
The camera would show the actual breaks in the line, any root intrusion, any movement at the joints, the condition of the pipe, and what would be involved.
These old clay sewer pipes in most older homes are especially vulnerable to earthquake damage. During a quake, the ground motion can crack, sag, or break the rigid pipes, making them vulnerable to tree roots and other debris that can result in a major sewage backup. But now, with new techniques, the cameras can be inserted into home sewer lines, and it can pinpoint the blockage, and the damaged sewer line can be replaced without digging up the driveway, patio, or lawn. Experts are now able to insert a new pipe into the old damaged clay one. Special hydraulic equipment actually pulls the plastic pipe through the opening of the broken clay pipe being replaced.
The polyurethane pipe is very flexible. It's good with earth movement. If we ever have any earthquakes or anything like that, it'll move with the earth instead of shatter and break.
Hi, my name is Ron with Mr. Reuter Plumbing, and we're in North Hollywood today, and I'm going to explain about a piece of equipment that we have that saves a lot of time and saves a lot of money for our customers. What we're talking about is the trenchless pipe replacement system that we have. Rather than having to dig up the entire line, and we'll show you that in 1 second, we're able to dig in two areas where the pipe exits the home and also where it connects from private property onto city property, make another excavation there, pull a brand new pipe of the same inner diameter or larger through the old pipe and replace it with a new pipe. Okay, normally what we would have to do is excavate the entire area here rather than just digging one spot downstream where we can connect. We would have to cut the sod here, lay it to the side, and just have a big spoil pile, just have the dirt just stacked up here and destroy the entire landscaping. With the new system, we're able to dig two areas. One area downstream, as I was saying, where we're able to connect right in to the sewer lateral that's coming onto the property, and one area upstream, leaving the entire lawn intact. If it was under a concrete driveway, we would be able to go directly underneath the concrete driveway without having to saw cut, jackhammer up the driveway, saving cost on repairs of repatching the driveway, and sometimes people even lay a brand new driveway over old sewers. The reason why this line is being replaced is that it's an old clay pipe, and in that clay pipe you have a connection every 3 to 4 feet where either earth movement or the roots get into the line and create damage. So when we get to that point, it has to be replaced. In this case, we're going to do it with a trenchless pipe replacement system and save some money. Okay, what we're doing here is we're showing you the pipe upstream where we've excavated, where the pipe is exiting the home, and this is what we're looking at here. We've dug back to the cast iron pipe where we're able to make a clean cut on this line. From this point, we'll be able to install our pulling system, the bursting head, right into the clay line here. This is the clay. You can see the root if we take a look maybe down from this area here. You can see the root growing in. Okay. What we're looking at here is the clay pipe, and we can see inside the pipe, this is just some of the root and where it grows in. This is the way that pipes had to be joined together in the past. It's just with an old clay coupling. They joined the pipes together, either cement around them, which allowed the roots to get in, or they'd crack during earth movement. This is where we're going to insert our cable from and run our line with the bursting head through that old pipe. Okay, we're just going to give you an idea of how we found that the pipe was damaged. What we're looking at now is a camera that goes inside the line. We're able to go ahead and inspect the condition of the pipe and what is causing it to back up. And what this does is it goes down and it gives us a picture of the inside of the pipe. It also has a locator attached to the end of that camera eye where we're able to locate the depth and the exact position of the pipe. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going down the line now. We're going to take a look at the inside of the pipe. Pull it back just a little bit, Carmelo. I just want to start a little further back here. It's a good stop right there. What we can see is a joint that's already been damaged due to root growth. You can see even insects that are inside the line coming in and out. This is where the root has came in from the joint and damaged the pipe. Now the only way a sewer line drains is on gravity from a high point to a low point. Once there's movement in that pipe, the water sits in that area, the roots are attracted to it and grow in and just completely damage the pipe so it will not drain. We're going to go downstream. This type of material has a connection every 3 to 4 feet. And we'll see the next connection here. Okay, go in a little. Stop. Next joint, there is some movement here. We cut out what we could here. Go ahead. Go the next 3 to 4 feet. Going, keep going. We see the next joint, we can see some root coming out the side of the pipe here. This is actually the bottom of the pipe. This is the top of the pipe here. Go ahead. Okay. Now we see the side here. This is actually the bottom of the pipe. You're going to notice that there is some water standing here. That's because the pipe is shifted. So we go into the line. Stop there. Pull it back. Pull it back. Okay, a little more. Stop. We can see that the pipe is completely shifted here. You can't see the other lip of the connection. You can't see that there's a separation here. You can't see that it's flush any longer. Go ahead. You should see the camera head dropped in the water, just showing us there's a valley there. And that's where we get a buildup of sludge that causes damage underneath the house over a period of time because the water doesn't drain the way that it should. Keep going. Let's go all the way out to that area that we located. I'm going to go out to the main area downstream where we can locate the pipe, where connections will have to be made. This one doesn't look as bad as the others. Go ahead. We'll run into one here. Okay, now we're taking a look. Slow down right there, Carmelo. We're going to see that there's water. This side of the screen is actually the bottom of the pipe, and you'll see that we're going deeper underwater. Keep going. And then we come out of that. That's a valley in the line where the pipe has been shifted from either leaks at the joints, which is causing it to move or undermine the pipe. Further on downstream, change the direction here is what it looks like. Going. And we're running into the root here. Pull it back, Carmelo. More root in the line. Go ahead, go in. Go in. Okay, stop right there. That'll be the area that the cutter wasn't going. Let me go ahead and locate this spot here. Okay, what this is a line locator. It locates a transmitter that's attached to the camera eye. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find where the pipe is now, find out how deep it is and what's going to be involved, where we're going to be digging at so that we can connect. Carmelo, pull it back a little bit. More, more. Okay, this is where we're at, 5 feet 5 inches. 5 feet 5 inches deep. This is where we'll be digging. Okay, what we're doing now is we're cutting out the grass and sod pieces where we've located where our connection is. Now, this process is normally how we usually dig the entire line up, but what we're doing is we're just opening up an area that we're able to set our equipment in and pull the new pipe through. Once we cut the sod pieces out, we lay them to the side, we'll dig down to the line, cut into the existing line that's there, and get ready to set up the trenchless pipe replacement system. This first picture that we're looking at is a diagram of how we pull the pipe through. You notice here to the top is where we pothole where the pipe exits the home, and downstream where it connects to the city side, we're able to pull the new pipe through. It's a diagram of how the pipe is attached to the back of the bursting head and the way the bursting head is pulled through the old pipe to lay a new line in. Okay, we're just going to show you a couple different material. This is normally what's inside. It's a clay pipe. This is what we're replacing, and show you over a period of time with earth movement, the pressure of the dirt collapsed. This is a polyurethane that we're putting in now. It's rated, the manufacturer says it's rated for an excess of 100 years of lifespan. It'll last. Okay, what we're doing now is we're making the ends of the pipe true. What Tony's doing here is he's cutting the ends to make sure that we get a good seam, which will be melted together. It's a heat fused seam. He's used a cutter here that takes off the pieces, and you'll see that working in just a second. That takes off any excess pipe so that we can get a true fit. See the ribbons there being cut off. The ribbons are showing that it wasn't completely straight. Once it stops cutting, removes the ribbons. Checks for a true fit. On all sides there. What we're going to do is we're going to let Tony continue working over there. We're going to show you what the finished product looks like, and we'll show you that in a minute. This here is the heat fused joint. This is the product after it's done. You can see the pipe at the joint is nice and straight. This joint here is actually stronger than the entire pipe. If we were to take and bend this pipe, it would break in the length of the pipe before this joint would break. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get the iron. We're keeping it in that bag just to keep it nice and hot. Setting up the iron that is going to melt both ends of the pipe. When Tony's ready here, this is a pretty quick process. It has to be done pretty smooth. You can see the joint, they're buttoned up now. He locks down and we allow it to cool. Okay, what we're doing now is we're doing the final process of getting the pipe ready. We're attaching the bursting head to the pipe. We're melting that on now. Going to make the heat fuse, and we'll be ready to pull the pipe through. Okay, here's a closer look at the bursting head. This is a fin here that helps cut the pipe as it's being pulled. There's a pin that attaches to the cable here that pulls this bursting head through the old pipe. You can see it's a cone shape. It enters into the line. The fin helps cut the pipe and sets it back into the dirt so that the new line will have a bedding. Okay, what we're doing is we're in the last steps here of getting ready to pull this through. Tony's getting ready to attach the cable. We have our hydraulic hoses hooked up to the hydraulic pump, to the pump assembly, to the hydraulic assembly that's going to be pulling the cable through. What he's doing now is he's bringing that bursting head up to the other side of where the pipe's being pulled through and tightening up the cable here. Okay, what we're doing is we're buttoning up that bursting head to the end of the pipe there and lining it in, so as we pull, the bursting head will go into the line and pull the new pipe in. Tony's getting ready to, it's a matter of pushing a couple buttons, pull the new pipe in. We have approximately 60 feet that we're pulling in now. We should have this in within an hour. This machine will pull a foot a minute. You can see the ram going down, grabs a hold of the cable, pulls it on up, and on the other side, pulling the bursting head through. Okay, what we've done is we've marked the pipe here with some white paint so we can get a better look at the line being pulled in. You can notice the line that it's running through, the old line, has actually split open from the bursting head. Those white marks there that we put on, just so you can see the pipe traveling in the line. Okay, what we're doing now is we're going to take a look down at where the pipe was pulled in. You can actually see the split on the side of the old pipe where the new pipe has went inside of the old one. All we have to do now is make a connection from the end of our new pipe to the connection at the end of the property here, and we're all set to button this up. Okay, what we're doing is we're putting the last piece of sod back in the area that we excavated downstream. So I want you to take a close look at the area that we excavated versus what would have been done if we would have done it under conventional means. If we were to have to dig this line up, there would be no place to put the spoil pile. Also, this fence would have been compromised because of the digging that was being done on the side of it. With this new trenchless replacement system, we were able to pull a new pipe in here. In approximately 4 hours we got this done, whereas if we had to dig this all out, we would have had to wheelbarrow all that dirt out and put it back in. Take us a minimum of 3 days to complete a job like this. Again, we started downstream. Upstream and downstream was the excavated areas. You can see that the area that we excavated is back to normal. This can also be done under concrete, brickwork, asphalt driveways, walkways, patios, wherever is necessary. That concludes our demonstration of the trenchless pipe replacement system. We thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if you need any service,